What's done in the dark will always come to light, but that can't happen unless somebody's willing to speak out.
New at 6, a woman who claims she traveled to Africa with the founders of Springdale-based charity Second Milk, sharing her story and her concerns about this organization. The founders of Second Milk, Jason and Lacey Carney, are now facing federal fraud charges. Jason is out of the Washington County Jail after bonding out this week. Lacey's arraignment is set for later this month. Now, in a story you'll only see on 5 News tonight, Jacob Luthi introduces us to a woman who says she noticed red flags and helped sound the alarm.
I was telling anybody and everybody that they need to support Second Milk. And so I felt like it was my responsibility to find out the truth.
Nellya Canfield, who lives just outside Chattanooga, Tennessee, says she first met Jason and Lacey Carney, founders of the Springdale-based nonprofit Second Milk, in 2021.
We actually started the adoption process in 2019 to adopt 2 children from Malawi, Africa. That's how we met Jason Carney, because they were linked with a nonprofit called Second Milk with the adoption agency. I wanted to know what it was about, and Jason really helped me in that. And we started donating $400 a month to his nonprofit that was linked with our adoption agency. In 2022, we actually traveled with him to Malawi.
And on that trip to Africa, Canfield says things didn't add up. According to a federal indictment, prosecutors say Second Milk's goal was to, quote, save the lives of malnourished and orphaned infants in Africa and around the globe. The nonprofit touting that donations went directly to the people it aimed to help. Instead, prosecutors now accuse the Carneys of stealing donations for their own wealth.
We actually did not see any chicken houses or any pig, structures for them or any kind of business like that. But they were also saying that they're feeding thousands of children. And then when we started asking a little bit more questions, specifically how many children are actually in the program, you were getting different answers. And once I started asking specifically, the answer was 36 kids are in the program. 36 kids, and you have millions of dollars coming into your nonprofit. Something's just not adding up.
Those donations, according to the federal indictment, were used on personal travel, payment on home, auto, and boat loans, personal credit accounts, living expenses, and cosmetic procedures.
We felt like they were truly doing God's work, but it didn't match with millions of dollars coming into Malawi. That kind of money could transform villages. That could build villages. And so we were starting to get a little suspicious.
Court records show Jason pleaded not guilty to 15 charges, including 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 11 counts of wire fraud. Lacey's arraignment is set for January 29th. We reached out to them and Jason's attorney, but we have not heard back. Canfield says she felt it was important to speak out about what she saw.
There's never going to be any change unless we hold these people accountable and we bring it to light, because what's done in the dark will always come to light. But that can't happen unless somebody's willing to speak out.
Covering news where you live, Jacob Luthi, 5 News.